Hey, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Joining me now, Dan Smith, Vail Mountain Rescue. Dan, so the rivers are still cruising. They're raging
they are.
Right now.
They're raging.
You had some missions over the past week or so, so tell us what you encountered.
We had 6 missions in 7 days, which is pretty good. Fortunately,
That's
3 of
pretty
them were
good.
back-to-back. 3 of them were within 2 hours of one another. One was a biker, a mountain biker, who ditched a bike and down an eagle and broke a leg. It took ourselves and Gypsum Fire and Eagle Fire and the sheriff to get him back out, which is what we do.
Right.
The second one was a report of a paraglider flying erratically. Turned out he was just doing aerobatics, which he does all the time. The other 4 were empty kayaks. Reports of upside down or empty kayaks floating down the river. And you're sitting at Edwards Bridge walking across, you see an upside down boat go through. It's perfectly understandable. You're going to call 911, and you should.
Right.
But what we'd like people to do is when they lose their boat, which you do, everybody does it. Even the great Ken Hovey has lost his boat on occasion. Call this number, 479-2201.
Okay.
And tell the folks that answer that I've lost my boat, I'm not hurt, everything's fine, the boat is a orange kayak
yellow
with
boat,
red.
and it's between, I fell out of it in Avon, and it's going to be floating through Edwards, so don't panic.
And we'll try to get the boat out if it's possible. We might be able to, might not be able to, but people are not running as though we have a human in the water. We're going a lot slower. We're responding with fewer resources, which means those resources are available for other things that happen. We had a boat, one of those 4 boats last week was at the same time there was a lightning strike and a fire. So you could very easily have fire displaced to the wrong place and going to increase their response time. You just don't want to do that. So when you lose your boat, call 479-2201.
Okay, so let's just say, for example, when a 911 call comes in, someone sees a boat, who goes? Who's dispatched straight away?
Well, the first people to get there will likely be the appropriate fire department. Vail Fire, Eagle Fire, Greater Eagle Fire, Gypsum Fire.
Okay.
Sheriff or a local PD, depending on where the boat's reported, will be there first. Avon PD gets a lot of these. We'll get there third because we're not sitting at the house waiting to go, but we'll all get there, and we'll all be moving pretty fast. And in our case, everybody being a volunteer, these guys will walk away from work. Well, if you're walking away from work for a missing human or somebody in trouble in the water, that's great. If you're walking away from work for a boat that's upside down and has nobody in it and the guy's at home having his dinner, you're not really the happiest camper in the world.
Right.
So just let Vail Dispatch know that that boat's in the water and you're okay.
So all 4 of those boats, there was no one associated with any of them?
Not who called in. One had a number on it, phone number on it, and we happen to know that individual, so we're having a talk with them.
Okay, so 479-2201. I say
Correct.
program that number into your phone, and if you go to the water at all, if you're a boater, whether you're experienced or whether you're not, have that number in there, and if your boat gets away, call right away and say, hey, there goes my boat, I'm good to go.
There's no fee, there's no charge, nobody gets a ticket.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot easier as for manage that situation. We know what it is on the front end.
Thanks, Dan.
Pleasure.
Good week. Thanks for all you do. Vail Mountain Rescue, they do a great job out there. Be safe. And remember, if you lose your boat, dial that number, 479-2201. Ken's got your weather out on the back patio coming up next.